Oh my golly, running so far behind. Hello, happy Friday to everyone. Welcome to the quarter to three live stream for Transport Fever. Let's transport stuff. It was either this or Dishonored 2 tonight, and Dishonored 2 would have been a whole lot of reloading. Dying and then reloading, of course. Transport Fever is from Urban Games, the folks who made Train Fever. And we're going to play a drinking game, because it is Friday. Every time I complain about something being undocumented, you have to take a drink. I will play along. I'll be drinking water. Okay, let's not... This campaign, by the way, good Lord. Ugh. It's one of those things where you're... Okay. The sound is not coming through. Can you guys hear the sound? Hold on, let me see if I can fix something. Because the guy was just talking at me. You don't want to miss that. No, that seems to be working. All right. So you can do the first America mission or the first Europe mission, and you have to do them in order. And they start you with super primitive technology, and you got to work your way up through scenarios. And I failed the first scenario twice already. Well, I should say I failed it once and then got a bad start a second time, and then decided forget that. DC Limited says can't hear sound for the game. Okay, check this out. Here, let me restart the game and see if that fixes it. Because that's generally the way that you troubleshoot anything. Any technical issues, you just restart something. See? Check it out. Now you guys can hear it. Hear that? Okay, so F the campaign. Pardon my French. We're going to do a free game. We're going to do it in America. You can do Europe and America, or you can have an unholy mixture of European and American stuff. We're not going to do that. This is if you're really into globalization. We're going to do this one. We're going to do a large map because maybe we'll get to airplanes. I've built airplanes before, and they've flown back and forth between cities doing nothing, carrying no cargo or no passengers, but I know they fly, so there's that. So we're going to do a big map. We're not going to get too... This would be like easy mode. This would be crazy hard mode. We're going for a little Goldilocks zone in terms of some tunneling, some terraforming. We'll do it all. We are going to start in the Eisenhower era. And, yeah, I have no idea. Okay. Does everyone have their drink ready? Let's check the... Oh, look at the tooltips. Well, let's check the manual to see specifically what are the differences between easy, medium, and hard. Okay, where do we go to the Oh, there isn't one. Yep. We're going to do a random seed here. There you go. My name. This is what would happen. This is what the world would look like if it was seeded with my name. Oh, long loading screen, I think. It takes a while to build a world. 7 days, according to the Bible. Build high bridges over rivers so ships can pass under. All right, right away, I got a bone to pick with that little tool tip. How do I build the bridges high, for Pete's sake? I've built bridges, and they consistently block shipping. I cannot get a stupid boat to go under a bridge. I mean, how hard can that be? You raise the bridge. Alternatively, I've just literally raised the other sense of raising. I've raised the bridges, torn them down, and guess what? When you do that, cities near the bridge complain. What's the city that Chris Christie cut off? What was the victim of Bridgegate? A little suburb of of Newark somewhere. It's like that. You can't get away with any Bridgegate in Transport Fever. All right, we're loading. We're generating the world according to the seed TOMCHICK. You might already be a little bit tipsy considering how much I've complained about the lack of documentation. There's more where that came from. Eric Geithner says, some games still come with PDFs of manuals, right? Eric Geithner, yes, they do. As well they should. This one didn't. Leadshock says, I think you have to raise the railroad/road as you approach the river edge. So Leadshock, I guess, yeah, so some crazy, like, raise a ramp. Here we are in the world. Let me just give you a sense for how big a large map is. It's Costa Mesa. It's near where I live. Rochester, New York. Huh. Look at that. Look at that. Let's go to the edge here. Here's the edge of the world. San Bernardino. Springfield, what, Illinois? Which Springfield is that? Okay, so here's the map you might see. Yeah, there you go. You can get a sense for how big that is. Let's go all the way over here. It's a square. You can make rectangle. Oh, actually, is that a square? Yeah, I guess it is. Anyway, huge. Where to begin? All of these little icons. Let's see, I've got my hotkeys written down. One thing I will not be complaining about is the lack of hotkeys, because there are plenty. Oh, that's not the one I want. F9. Nope, that's not the one I want. F10. There. These little icons that are flickering, they're the supply and demand icons. Here's the names of the cities. You can do this, and it becomes sort of like a light show. Sweet. That's festive. Leadshock is saying, yes, if you want to raise a bridge so that a ship can go underneath it. I'm going to pause here. The game starts in April 1st, 1950. We've already lost a month. What does that tell you? So look, of course no boat can go under there. Actually, can we? Can the camera make it under this? Let's see if we can barnstorm underneath. No, we're not going to make it. We're not going to make it. Yeah, we're just going to go right. We're going to go right through it. All right, there you go. So I guess what Leadshock is saying is I need to make an exaggerated one of these because the bridge is only going to go straight, like there are no arced bridges. For instance, I'll just show you right now. I'll show you like you wouldn't believe. Watch. Well, if I was to build this bridge, this is telling me here, dude, ships can't go through there. This little green means it's navigable water. And look, I have a couple of options for bridges. This is where you think you might be able to raise it. This I could just make solid land, although it won't let me. This will do, what are they? A concrete bridge and a steel bridge. But there's nothing to raise the height of, oh wait. Oh my golly. Aha. I just figured out something that Leadshock didn't know. There we go. Talk about a bridge nowhere. There's some sort of Evel Knievel thing. We'll just set that up and leave that there. Alright, so everyone take a drink back. Well, no, you know what? Keep drinking because this was not documented. If I hadn't noticed this little... What is this arrow? Oh, that's just telling me. It opens the little elevation thing. Alright. Oh, look. Oh, yeah, tunnel to nowhere. So a bridge to nowhere leading into an underwater tunnel to nowhere. This is not a viable engineering solution to transportation. Richard Holt wants to know if the game has water simulation like City Skylines, where you can flood cities. No, it does not, Richard Holt. Furthermore, I don't know how common this is. When I was messing around with ships, I set up a harbor in a city. I set up another harbor at the other end of the river. I set up a line between the two of them. The boat left the harbor, and it plowed right through the ground. It was like a burrowing land ship. It was awesome to watch it. You could, like, as the terrain raised it, you could see its little mast sticking above the dirt, just moving along, and then it would emerge from the dirt. So we might see bugs today. All right, let's get some industry going. Let's get some transport going, because we have the fever. Oh, Leadshock is saying that's what he was saying, raise a ramp to increase. Leadshock, what I thought you meant was using this stuff here to raise the terrain, like to physically raise a dirt ramp. I did not realize that, well, I guess you have to not complete. I didn't realize this was there. There's no undo button, by the way. So, Leadshock, thank you for trying to tell me that. I was too dumb to figure out what you were saying. John Rowe wants to know how much this is like Transport Tycoon Deluxe. John Rowe, it's been a long time. I'm not sure I could tell you. Similar. This does make me, after kvetching about this, which you guys will hear a little bit of today, this does make me want to well, not necessarily uninstall it. It does make me want to go play. It's called OpenTTD. It's an open source version of Transport Tycoon Deluxe. All right. Lidshock says the train tools are only there for when you want to cover up your building placement mistakes. Richard Holt says while you're on the subject of land ships, how cool would a post-apocalyptic transport tycoon be? I do like that idea. Oh, Eric Geithner says the little vehicles down here in the tooltip, they all look like they have faces, and they're freaking him out. They're kind of leering at you. They're saying, "Build me, no, build me, build me, build me." Yep. All right, what are we going to build? So here is what little I have figured out so far without a manual and without, I think you're supposed to learn this game by making progress in a stupid campaign, which I don't want to do that. Just give me a freaking manual so I could flip around and get answers to questions. I think what you want to do is not fuss so much with passengers and rails right off the bat. Well, maybe rails. We're just going to do goods stuff. So here's a city. Let's look at our city overview. Hotkey is F9. Nope. F9. No, oh shoot, no, that's not it. 1 on the keypad, there we go. Here are all the cities in alphabetical order on the Tom Chick World Seed. We can sort them by size. I'm just going to pretty much do the same. Okay. I'll get to that in a minute. Let's sort them by size, and we are going to try to grow a smaller city. So let's go to Victorville, which is right here. Look at that. There's Victorville, California. Not necessarily California. Hello, Work Music. Welcome here. He wants to know if there's audio or just chat. There is audio, but this isn't a very... I'm paused right now. Eventually we'll have tooting trains and rumbling trucks and maybe roaring airplanes. First, let's get something going. All right, here's Victorville. Victorville needs things to grow. It needs, as you know from your many, many years with SimCity, residential stuff is green, commercial stuff is blue, industrial stuff is yellow. The people just want, what do the people want? I don't know what the people want. The commercial zones and the industries want these goods. The commercial zones want tools, food, and what are these, construction materials? No, goods. Yeah, how's that for generic? The industrial areas want bricks, construction materials, there we go, machines, and fuel. Fuel, come on, Tooltip, yeah. As we give them this stuff, when they hit these thresholds, the city progresses. Now, how do we know if we, these are the things that Victorville wants. Here is a handy color coding for the different buildings. So all the people live over here. Here's where they shop. This is a solid SimCity layout, right? Residential area, a little commercial as a buffer between the gross, polluty, industrial stuff. And there's even a land value thing here. Wait a minute, that's not really helping me much. Well, at any rate, so once we satisfy jobs, the industry will grow. Once we satisfy commercial needs, the commercial area will grow. And I think as people get jobs, I don't know. At any rate, let's get them some stuff. Oh, and I like that it's at the edge of the map. Let's get some of these finished products. Let's see, we're not going to get steel anytime soon. Forget that. You know what? Maybe forget Victorville because there's nothing around it. All right, Victorville, sorry, we're moving on. Let's go to the next smallest town, Tampa. Tampa, what do you have for us in terms of a starting condition? Oh, first of all, right off the bat, I don't like this mountain over there. That's going to be annoying. Tampa, sorry, you're stuck in this valley here. You're super hard to reach. Forget Tampa. Elgin. Hello, Elgin. Where are you? Let's see. Elgin does have food and cows being produced here, but I don't see a food factory. All right, let's move on to Palmdale. Palmdale, hello, Palmdale. Chris Hornbossel says, so the cities grow emergently based on transport decisions. Yes, they definitely do, Chris Hornbossel. Palmdale, hello, Palmdale. Okay, well, hi, Cleveland, jerks. I don't know. Yeah, okay. Well, so here is oil, and here is coal. Is there some kind of refinery business? The coal can go here to make steel. Now, let me just click here and show you this. A steel mill needs, which is this, iron ore and coal to produce these things. We have the coal up here. Where's some iron ore? Oh, look, iron ore. All right, so this is going to be just like Off-World Trading Company. We are going to make steel. If you play Off-World Trading Company, it's generally a good bet to just build steel right off the bat. And we're eventually going to focus on leveling up Palmdale. Oh, Tom MC points out Palmdale, home of Lockheed Skunk Works. Is that true? Richard Holt wants us to go back to Tampa Bay and give them a tunnel to bring them the light of civilization. All right, we're not going to mess with... We've got infrastructure. Look, these are roads. We don't need a train. We don't need to build expensive rails. Let's just avail ourselves of the roads that the government has given us. So we're going to set up a trucking empire. All right, so first of all, we don't need that. These windows will stay open until you hit until you close them, which is good because we can keep our eye on a bunch of stuff. Wait, no, that's a forest. We don't need wood yet. Here we go. So, iron ore, and where did the coal go? And this coal are going to go to the Palmdale steel mill. So, we first have to set up truck stops. So, here are passenger truck business. We don't mess with that. Here are cargo truck business things. So, as we place this, it will light up any place that it draws from. You will note the cost varies by how complicated the terrain is. You're paying for your terraforming, which is why it's really good to have stuff that's flat, like land that's flat. Oh, come on, I got four. There we go. All right, there's one truck stop. This doesn't stay open, which is super annoying. Take a drink, I just complained. I've amended the drinking game to every time I complain, you take a drink. It doesn't necessarily have to be a complaint about the manual. There's that truck stop. And finally, we need in the... Wait, where's our steel place? Look, I can just click here and it'll take me there. Oh, we gave that a truck stop. Costa Mesa's coal mine has a truck stop. It's the iron ore mine that now needs a truck stop. And let's make it super cheap. Oh, look at that. 13, 12, 9, 12. Oh, I forgot. Okay. The farther you get from developed land, the lower the land value. There. All right, we now have 3 truck depots. Let's see, I'm zoomed out here. We're going to make a line between them all, and we're going to call it Steel Road. Isn't that a Bruce Springsteen song? We're going to add stations. You'll note add stations is highlighted by default. We just click on the 3 stations. There we go. I just made Steel Road. Now, Steel Road doesn't have a lot of activity going on it because it needs trucks. In order to get trucks on the map, you need a truck depot that builds the truck, and we're actually going to put this over by Palmdale because eventually we're going to want some trucking around over here. Oops. I think I can show you the whole thing about land value. All right, so out here, well, maybe not. It costs 12 as we're moving it closer. So it's expensive here because we're trashing buildings. Oh, I don't know. At any rate, we're just going to put this here for now. All right, now we're going to buy a truck. Here we go. It's 1950. What kinds of trucks do we have? Look. Okay, first of all, passenger, forget this. These are buses. We don't care about buses. We don't care about people. We care about cargo. Mack trucks are, their running cost is $8 a year. That's $8,000 a year. They can carry a lot of stuff. Look at their speed, though. Where's the speed? 30 kilometers. Hey, we're in America. Why is it giving me kilometers? Quit giving me these European numbers. A Studebaker, on the other hand, which has a considerably higher cost, maintenance cost, it goes twice as fast. Let's see, the capacities are different as well. Where is the capacity? Weight, 5 tons. Weight. Oh, capacity is 13 and capacity here. Why is it telling? Oh, the weight of the actual car. All right. At any rate, forget these stupid Mack trucks. Why would you ever use them? Oh, because it's 1916 and you haven't invented Studebakers yet. Well, fortunately, we have Studebakers. We're going to buy 3 of them. And we're going to set the line for all of them to Steel Road. There. I'm going to unpause the game. All right, that's it. I'm going to go leave for 2 hours and wait until I get a positive cash flow going, adding to my money here. So you guys can watch. I'll leave you with this awesome view of a truck. What's that volume? It's a little loud for me. Hang on a second. Is that okay? All right, so I'll see you guys in 2 hours. You can watch my bottom line here build up as I make money. And talk to you in 2 hours. All right, goodbye. I am, of course, kidding. I would not do that to you. Oh, look, what movie is this? If you said sorcerer, take a drink. All right, so let's open our little line report. I should know the hotkey for this, but I don't. Here is our overall profitability of Steel Road. It is not looking good. This, ignore. That's just their default. They think they're going to pick up wood. They're not. Oh, let's speed up the game, by the way. There's no point running slowly. Richard Holt says, look at those tiny trucks. They look like something from England. Richard Holt, you bite your tongue. These are not English trucks. There are when they're going so fast, they're hard to select. Well, here, I'll just do this. No, I won't do that. Oh, there, we've got one. These are American. There are American vehicles and European vehicles in the game. All right, here we go. We're going to watch some exciting truck loading action. Huh, how about that? Look at all that great cargo. Cargo 0. What happened? So there's a weird thing here where this isn't going to start producing coal until it's connected to a transportation network. So eventually coal is going to build up here. Where will it show how much coal is waiting? Hey, there it's stored. When does it start moving over here? At any rate, I promise you coal is going to start accumulating here in this depot. Meanwhile, the trucks are just going to run around and do nothing except waste gas and maintenance costs. Left Empty wants to know if we can discover teleportation. Let's go look while we wait for something to happen. Oh, here. Let's select the depots. And hopefully we'll see something waiting at them eventually. There are going to be so many windows open in this game, I'm just warning you. I actually know nothing is going to be waiting at Palmdale West because it's not getting any of its inputs. All right, while we have these windows open, let's go look at Palmdale. First of all, let's turn off this god-awful color coding. Here we go. Let's go check out Palmdale, our city. Look, pedestrians. Hi, people. Cars. Look, it's just like playing Mafia. Mafia 3. Look at this busy town center. This is, of course, 1950. If there was an apocalypse right now, we would be playing Fallout. Left Empty says the graphics card seems to be suffering. Left Empty, that might be the stuttering because we're going at high speed. That's what it should look like at normal speed. And watch this. I can click on that Volkswagen Beetle. Oh, look, it has a number. It's telling me the places amongst which it moves. How insane is that? Now this guy's going home. Here is the window for the house it is going to. There is the house right there. 6 people live there. So none of them are unemployed. Okay, I'm happy to hear that. These are the places it's connected to. At any rate, lots of stats. Nice stat porn. Oh, Leadshock is pointing out that, yes, these things right here will say yes as soon as their stuff accumulates. It says line usage. No, they're not using the line yet. Where is the coal mine? Yeah. Still nothing waiting at our depots. Pat Bateman says I can't see frame rate drops. Yeah, I don't see frame rate, really. I'm an equal opportunity gamer. Oh, let's go back up to full speed now while we wait for whatever it takes for this thing to pick up ore from this place. So look, we see... Wait, why is production 0? Come on. There's 58 ore sitting here. It's not producing anything for some reason. Someone move the ore from here. Look at all of it. Look at all that ore. It's a lot of ore. I was thinking 58, so each of these was 10, and then this represented 8, but no, not quite that simple, it looks like. Somebody move this ore over to this depot so these trucks can come pick it up. Leadshock, explain to me what's going on. Leadshock says, maybe try setting a line that only takes coal to the steel mill and another one that takes iron to the steel mill. He said he only started playing recently, but that's how he tends to do it. And he says, in theory, what I am doing should work. Alright, let's... Yeah, because I've definitely seen multiple stops. Well, maybe it is. Maybe it's confused because there are multiple goods. Oh, did I accidentally pick a truck that can't haul stone? Let's look at the Studebaker, in which case we will be restarting. The Studebaker... Yep, it cannot haul stone. I am an idiot. It's another reason we want a Mack truck. Let's see, do we want... you know, I've still got 19 of my 20 million, so watch what I can do. If I select this route right here, where is the option to... Wait, is it the line manager? Yes, look at this. Here's Steel Road. We're now going to give them orders. Everybody, this is just telling them to go to the depot. This says go to the depot and sell yourselves. So they're now going to do that. Now we're going to buy. That's just showing you one of the problems you want to avoid in this game. We're now going to buy things that can actually carry stone. This Studebaker. So there are different Studebakers for different... So the U10, the U5, and the U3. I'm sure it's something historical. Let's buy 3 of them. Let's set the line for all of them to Steel Road. And let's watch industry happen. You'll see there's our income from selling our trucks back. Left Empty says, this is like Factorio with a Superman POV. Yes, I was either going to stream this or Dishonored today. We've unlocked a Lockheed Super Constellation, and it looked like some sort of a rail car. And the only reason I just didn't automatically do Dishonored is Dishonored would have been a lot of me trying to stealth things and getting spotted because stealth gameplay, and then reloading. Alright, look at all the awesome coal. Is this coal? Yeah. So see that truck? See if I can click it. Look at that. Only 5 coal? What? Shoot. Vehicles. He's carrying 2 coal. He's carrying 5 coal. He's carrying 1 coal. What's the deal with you guys? Because there was a bunch stored. Oh, all the coal is stored here. Is it? I guess it's taking a while to build up. Because I can see here, in the coal mine, there's 58 coals stored. And here, there are only 9. There was 8 a minute ago. Alright, so we're just waiting for this to shunt over there. Once we start getting all of this awesome steel. Actually, what do we do with steel? Because I don't want steel over here. I guess we use it to make, is it tools? Alright, we have to figure out what to do with steel. I'm just going to close all the windows. Let's see, where's someplace that wants steel? This takes steel to make consumer goods. And it needs steel and planks. Oh, good lord. Alright, so here was a forest. Now where is a lumber mill? No. Here. Oh my god. Can't we just sell the steel for money? Corky says, it seems a bit inefficient to have 3 trucks doing everything. Corky, eventually they'll hopefully get out of sync and then moving things. Oh, look what I can do. I can select 1 truck and then tell him to turn around and then go backwards along the route. There. That fixed it. Besides, look, I've got $18 million to play with. Who cares about efficiency? Alright, so planks. We need wood up here. Oh, jeez, Pete. Here's all these, like, sawmills. Here, here, and here. I guess that's why you can't always use roads. Alright, so let's... A train line from here to a sawmill? Is that worthwhile? Yeah, why not? Oh, here's another forest. This would be a little shorter, wouldn't it? Yeah, we're going to do this. Alright, so we are now going to make... that's steel road. We're going to make wood rail. I said I was just going to do trucks, but I lied. Alright, here is a train station. And we just have to make sure it connects to a road. Wait. There, once it's on a road, you'll see the little forest lights up to show, yep, you're getting goods from there. Alright, so we're going to put it right there, and we're going to angle the rail towards that lumber mill. Alright, now we're going to drag a rail. We're going to do it a little bit at a time because it costs money to change elevations. Like, look, if we do this, it's drawing it completely straight, and it's super expensive. That's going to cost $5 million. We don't need to do that. We're just going to sort of hug the terrain. I'm going to get down low here. Look, it is actually making a cut. Why couldn't it just lay on top of the terrain? Alright, fine. I can't quite tell. What? I don't want that. Just hug the terrain, you stupid rails. I don't need you to build a... Look, it's insisting on... Wait, okay, let me try this. Look, I can't go down. Just quit making a ramp. I don't want this stupid ramp. Seriously, is this what I'm supposed to be doing to keep it from making some super expensive bridge? Yeah, what kind of lousy engineers can't make a rail that just hugs the terrain? Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. That's a bit of an eyesore. Left Empty says it would be more sensitive to carry with trucks the goods from multiple sawmills to a single station. But he wrote that before I spent all this money laying tracks, so. Alright, now, please, I don't want a bridge, just make a stupid crossing. There, okay, thank you. Thought it was going to make me pay for some super expensive bridge. Where's our steel mill? Ah! What? Oh. Where was I? Oh, yeah, way over here. Good lord, I'm not even barely halfway there. Alright, and then we'll put a station over here. Do we want to angle it? Okay, we'll angle it towards Costa Mesa, but we have to make sure... We have to make sure it lights up the sawmill. So back here, alright, we'll do this, and we'll sort of put it at that angle. There you go. Oh, you know what? Have I made this curve too sharp? Yeah, that works. And there we go. There's a rail line. So let's now put a train on it. We, of course, need a train depot, and we will put that over... I don't really know that it matters where we put the depot. We'll put it near this road. Alright, and then we, like we did with trucks, we buy a train. I don't know what these are. Okay, locomotive... Good lord. Which looks best to you guys? Maybe look at the, like, where, like, it's 54, so 1946. Are these 44, 36? Yeah, I guess we want one of the newer ones, don't we? I don't know. Piece for passenger. Like, how do we know which ones are better for passengers? I'm not seeing here. Let's do this. Well, oh. This one's super expensive to maintain. This one costs more to buy. Oh, good lord, look how expensive that is to buy and maintain. What's the advantage there? 130 kilometers an hour. It can carry how much? Well, 130 kilometers and then 4 kilowatts, 4,000 kilowatts. Wouldn't that be 4 million kilowatts of power? This thing, a lot less power, about a quarter of the power, but faster. Jeez, Pete, I don't know. Just tell me a good cargo train. Oh, well, P, by the way, it's saying stands for passenger, so we know that's a passenger. This looks industrial. This looks well, $11 million. Look at how much... We can't spend that much on a stupid locomotive. As a matter of fact, I'm tempted to just buy this stupid thing. It was good until 1975. Yeah, let's just buy that. Alright, we're going to buy that, and then we have to stick cars on it that can haul wood. How do we specify? Let's see. Freight. And we want to make sure that wood is amongst the freights. This one. Oh, yeah, logs. Okay, there we go. How many cars do we want to put? We'll just put one car on there for now. And we're going to set it to a new line because we haven't made the line yet, and we will connect this train station and this train station. There. Where did it go? Oh, didn't I set it? Unable to find path to stop. Oh, good lord. Here's what I did. So when you're making a road, cars can come out of a depot and turn at an angle. Trains can't do that. Great, so do I have to... Yep, I had to do that. Here's how I should have set that, and I actually know this. Turn it parallel to the track, and then merge the rail line rather than putting it at a ridiculous right angle like I did. How about, let's go somewhere where we're not going to have to dig in the ground too much. Here we go. Alright, you guys ready for some train porn? Like that. And then we drag a rail. Watch this. Is that connecting or is it? No, it's not. See, look, this is, I don't know if you can tell. If I were to hit check right now, it's crossing the rail. I haven't actually made it where it connects. Like, you'd think the game would kind of know. There we go. And I guess it's a matter of how sharply it turns. Alright, but now we have a siding that actually works, and now we can rebuy our train. Which one did we get? This one, right? And we're going to put a wood car on it. And we're going to set the line for it. And now, here we go, train porn. Watch this. Look at that. Is that everything you hoped it would be? Richard Holt wants to know if those are electric trains. They aren't yet, but they could be, because look here. Where do I upgrade? Right here. Electrification. I can upgrade tracks. And then I presume you run electrical trains on them. Got an achievement. Don't know if you guys saw that. Alright, this train did not pick up any lumber because... Why? Nothing waiting. Details. 58 stored lumber that for some reason hasn't gotten over there yet. Thanks, game. Let's check on our truck lines. Alright, L is, oops, not line manager. Let's see. The hotkey for lines is, I didn't set these up as well as I thought. Okay, there we go. Here are our lines. Look, we're making a profit on steel, just like Off-World Trading Company. We are making nothing, and we're going to call this wood. Is there anything at... Wait, did I put a passenger... That's not a passenger station, is it? That looks suspiciously like a passenger station. Good lord, did I really... I did not do that, did I? You guys would have stopped me, wouldn't you have? This... No, it is the cargo. I mean, the freight station. Yeah, right? Freight station, yeah, freight station. Here's what the passenger station would have looked like. That. And let's see, no wood yet. Huh. I guess we have to, here's my theory. we have to run an empty line several times to build up confidence before these guys are confident putting their wood over here. Because they might think, he's just trying to trick me. I'm going to put wood over there, then he's just going to destroy the track, and then I'm out whatever wood I transferred. Now you would think maybe trucks have to carry this. No, that's not true. It's not trucks. It just should be. Dr. Schefflin says, doesn't it need a supply depot or something like that? Let's check the manual. No, the way it should work, because look, when I select the... I might turn off autosave. Can I actually do that? Is that just inviting disaster? Is that actually an option? It is not an option. Huh, alright, you have to live with autosave. When I click this, it will light up any industry that it connects to, which in this case is that, because look, when I unclick it, well, so you see that's not lit up. If I click this, it's lit up. So they are connected. But for whatever reason, these guys, look at all that. Wait a minute. Oh, thanks. Yeah. Thanks for telling me that that's not wood, jerks. It looks, when you zoom out this far, it looks kind of like, where's the lumber icon? Is that they're all out? No. It looks like that. See, there's the lumber icon. Huh. Is it cheating to do this? Let's see. Autosave. Let's see. What year are we? 57? Let's go back to 55. Is this cheating? An old vehicle causes high maintenance costs. Replace it manually or by using the line auto replacement feature. Yeah, you guys in the chat channel were no help. I can't believe you didn't point that out to me. Man, that's so rude. You guys just let me doing that. You're supposed to be my eyes and ears here. This is pre-railroad debacle. No, it isn't. Let's back up a little more. 55. Man, that's been going for a while. Let's try 53. Yep, a bunch of unhelpful jerks in the chat channel let me build a useless railroad line. Now, what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to do it correctly. I hope. We'll have our truck empire going. Let's see, is this pre-rail? Yes, I think. Oh, you know, we can tell by just doing that. Okay, good. All right, let's try this again. So what is the deal? Look at all this. Yeah, look at all that wood. So that's built up. Oh, no, no. Once again, see? I thought it was... Am I going to have to put on my bifocals to play this game? Actually, please don't answer that. I probably should. All right, so here we know we need lumber, not ore. Here. Should I connect these two? Actually, you know, I should just build a road. Because, look, you can build roads also. And just get a truck going. Let's do that. Shoot. I really wish I could just tell it to just hug the terrain and quit digging things. Medium street. We'll make it a slow street. Alright, so here we go. Don't dig in the dirt. Just make a road. I believe in one of the tutorials of the campaign it says something like build tracks in shorter segments if you don't want to do a lot of terraforming. Does it cost money to go through trees? No, it looks like it doesn't cost anything. Trees. This game doesn't care about trees. And here we've got a four-way intersection. We should probably put a light there, but whatever. Now I could upgrade these sections of road. I wonder how important that is. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. Because why not? Well, look, we've got 18 million in the bank. Did I do it correctly? Oh, shoot. Did I just lay a tram... Did I just lay a tramway? I did. I just laid a stupid tramway on there. Oh, my God. Where's the undo button? I mean, a truck can drive on a tramway just as well, right? I can't tell. Is that a tramway? Yeah. Alright, no tramways, just regular roads. Oh, I guess upgrading... Oh, shoot. Okay, this is if you just want to add technology to it. I could have just done this. No, that's not... What the... Really, it thinks I want to do that? Good lord. Alright, you know what? Just forget it. Road, please stick to the groove that's already there. Oh my god. There. Alright, now we're going to set up some serious trucking business over here to further our truck empire with, okay, well we need a station to pick up wood over here. Why is that so expensive? Okay, look, it's really cheap. Why is it so expensive there? I guess it's just terrain. Okay. Look at that, a nice cheap... we had it at 9. There. And I wish it would stay open. Alright, now we're going to put one here. I'm going to put it on our nice new road. That's 18. It's way too expensive. Let's try putting it on this side, maybe. It'll make a difference. Ah, there we go. See? Now, where's our depot? Yeah, we don't want a truck. Okay, we'll just make another depot. How much are depots? A depot costs... Basically, 10,000. Alright, that's nothing. I can afford that easily. Costs 10,000 if you don't have to do any terraforming. Come on, give me... Alright, fine. Whatever. There. Okay, we're going to make a line. Well, let's buy our trucks first. Buy road vehicles. We have to make sure they can carry lumber. So let's get the lumber carrying Studebaker. We'll buy 2 of them. We will set a line. It will be a new line going from here to here. And we will naturally call it Wood Road. Ta-dum. We've only got 17 million left in the bank. Richard Holt asks a very good question. Look, when I mouse over this, why doesn't it tell me the base cost? See, because what that's doing, I don't know if you guys can tell. Well, let me zoom in. This is telling me what it costs to build it underneath my mouse cursor. See, as I'm moving around, the number's changing. It doesn't know that my mouse cursor is on the interface and not on the map. So, I don't know what the base cost is. Oh, I wonder if we could angle up where we're pointing at the sky. Point at a river, maybe, where you can't actually build it. Let's try that. Alright, this should tell us the... yeah, it's still for some reason. Yeah, it's thinking, okay, if you really want to build that there, although you can't, here's what it would cost. New vehicles. Alright, so once we get planks going, we want those planks. Where do we want those planks? Let's see, we had steel and planks that needed to go... Oh, shoot a monkey, I don't remember. Here? No, because that also needs Legos. See that icon? What the heck is that anyway? Plastic. Yeah, see? I was right. Left Empty says that when you try to build something on a river, watch this. I've turned the river to blood right there. Very biblical. Okay, oh, you know what else you can do? Watch, this is very helpful. Let's see. 2 on the keypad. Alright. These are all of the industries on the map. Look at all of them. Let's filter by requirements. And oh, okay. Wasn't there something that just... I want to... So the only thing I can do with planks is mix them with steel and plastic? That can't be right. Good Lord, well, how am I going to get plastic going? Oh, it's either or. Okay, so see that little line there? Alright, so steel and planks will make one of these. Goods, consumer goods, yeah. Alright, so let's find one near us. We're looking for a goods factory, of course. Where are our lines? Here we go. This will help us. Filters on the map, turn all that stuff off. Alright. There are our lines, and we are now looking for a goods factory nearby. Oh, here, I can do this maybe. If I flash this, no. That, there we go. Okay, a goods factory. It's going to have a little yellow box. There's one, way the heck over there. There's one on the other side of the stupid river. Oh, we're already on both sides of the river. Oh, here's one, look. Now we're going to have to get our steel way the heck up here. Which maybe that's what a train would do. Where's the steel coming from? Right here. Good Lord, so the steel would have to go around this mountain and come up here. There's got to be a better goods factory. Oh. Well, that's a straight shot. Let's see. Steel to that, and then the wood down here. Alright, this is it. This is our goods factory. Elgin... No, wait, that's not it. This one. The Elgin Goods Factory. Oh, the blinky thing at top is telling me. Town authorities complain about the following interrupted connections. I've cut Miami off from a forest. How the heck did I do that? I did no such thing. Alright, where's your forest that you're whinging about? The Miami forest. Here's Miami. Which we can turn this back. Oh, no, wait. That. I did not. Okay, I guess that's old news. Can I right-click to get rid of that? Miami, quit whining. Look, I can watch your cars driving over here. Is it something that I misaligned here? No. Alright, well, Miami, I don't want to hear it. I'm sick of Florida. Sick of Florida, Ohio, and Pennsylvania. Any cities from those states, you get nothing from me. Alright, Elgin Goods Factory. Let's open that again. Let's see, name. Elgin Goods Factory there. Alright, and we want to connect. Ledchock says, is there a goods factory off to the right closer to your steel mill? Let's find out. Here's my steel mill. I'm not sure what he meant by off to the right, but let's move the camera around. Maybe he did mean the Elgin one. Oh, here. Right. That is a good one. Des Moines, Iowa. We still have to get... Like, is it better to get the wood all the way down here? I wonder, should we build a boat? Maybe it's super cheap to send things by boat, but it's super slow. I don't know. Hazy Silhouette voting for Request Wednesday. Farm Simulator 2017. Farm Sim 2017. If Richard Holt is in this stream, I think you voted for something for request win. Oh, no, you didn't. It was a joke vote. I'm remembering now. Farm Sim from Hazy Silhouette. Alright, see the problem? See this? Like a mountain there. Well. Oh, check it out. Check it out. Oh, forgot to show you guys. Look at this. Ta-dum! Contour lines. How sweet is that? Oh, they're so hot. Those beautiful contour lines. Do we have a positive balance going yet? Look, we do. We're making money. Yeah, I should just run this for a couple of hours. Get back up to my 20 million. Wait, that's not the goods factory, is it? It's on the other side of the river, though. No, that can't be the one we were looking at. Yeah, I think it is. No. Des Moines, right here. Right, okay, yeah, that's definitely it. Alright, well, since we've just got a road connection to get the steel, let's go ahead and do this with a road. Alright, road, come along, split off over here. Let's see if it's going to get too complicated there. There you go. Alright, keep it coming. Okay, we're just going to connect the road here. Stop digging into the ground. Look at that deep cut. I don't want that. Just follow the contour of the stupid terrain. Alright, and then we build a truck depot here. Truck station, I should say. Instead of like 10,000, it's 80,000 because of the stupid terrain. Let's see if we can move it over here. Yeah, there we go. This is much cheaper, isn't it? Well, a little bit. Okay, we want to make sure it lights up white. Right there works. There. Let's set up... Alright, we're going to move our steel, I guess a new route, right? Okay, so here's the line tool. Oops. Set up a new line from this place here that is giving us steel to this place here, which wants the steel. And we are going to give it vehicles. And we'll call this... Let's see, Steel Road. And now we have to give it trucks. If I remember where my truck depot is. Where is my stupid truck depot? There. Let's see. To carry steel, which of these Studebakers carry steel? This one. We're just going to do one, and we are now going to assign it to... Wait, how do I have two steel roads? Okay, oops. So this should be like pre-steel road, post-steel road. Pre-steel. See? See how good I am at this game? Wait, why didn't you take the name? I think it didn't like the hash mark. Or the hyphen. And this will be post steel. All right, now let's get some lumber down there. And look at the profits we're making already. Look, every single line that I'm running is profitable. Now, here's the tough part, is getting all of these planks. I feel like we should... Shoot. I don't know. I was going to say, if we did boats, the problem is it's going to complain about these stupid things, and it's probably going to be costly to make two. There's two bridges between us. All right, so let's do a train line, right? Oh, sorry, I'm missing votes. You guys might have to repeat those. Richard Holt. Votes for Transport Tycoon Deluxe. I'm just going to put TTD. Eric Geithner votes for Hitman. Which I have not played. I'd love to. Mr. McWolf votes for what? Sherlock Holmes Crime and Punishment. So it's basically Arthur Conan Doyle meets Fyodor Dostoevsky. Sherlock Holmes Crime and Punishment. Oh, yeah, oh, good lord. Okay, thanks, Chris Markinson. Chris Hornbossel voted for Long Dark, a game in which I can get eaten by wolves. We got the Transport Tycoon, we got Hitman, the Sherlock Holmes. Meta Barons voting for Far Cry 2. I will bet you dollars to donuts that Far Cry 2 holds up admirably. Pony Carnival requests Pre-Civilization Egypt. Pre-Civ Egypt, which is actually the name of an actual game. And I do have Hazy Silhouettes Farming 2017 down there. Tom MC wants to know what... Oh, Pat Bateman. Glad you came in with that, Pat Bateman, because I've been messing around with it. Votes for Combat Mission. Tom MC wants to know, where's the pushback? Tom MC, the pushback is in the campaign. There are no competitors. There is no time. Oh, you know, there is a time limit. I think it's time. History ends at the year 2000. I think. You know what? I just invented that. I was assuming that's how they would do it. I could be wrong. All right, let's just bite the bullet and make a stupid train already, right? Okay, just to verify, it's going from here to... No. Here. Oh, man, that's going to be a pain in the butt. I wonder if we can drop off... Make the train drop off planks here. Okay, here's the deal. We're going to bring in lumber, and we're going to pass it by a city where we can drop off goods on the way back. So, Costa Mesa or Vallejo? All right, Vallejo, here we go. You are going to be the lucky recipient of our goods. Once we set the final touch of the chain, once we put the final link in the resource chain here. All right, so we need... you know what? I'm just going to do something real quick. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. And we're just going to call this pre-rail. Because in case things screw up, and since there's no undo button, there is a load option. Alright, so there's the sawmill. Here is the goods factory. Alright, and we want to drop by Vallejo. Pat Bayman wants to know, is this just sandbox mode? It is called, yes, like free mode, free form, yeah. Because when you play the campaign, you have to start at, like, stupid baby level. Alright, you stupid railroad. Let's see, so we've got to get... We're going to have to cross the river at some point. Alright, so basically, we're going to come down here, cross the river, come down this way. Alright. I wish I could put, like, little markers on the map. Look, we just unlocked a comet. Maybe we should fly the planks down. Alright, so let's put our trains, freight station. Alright. Go like this, and if I put it here, no. Dagnabbit. Because we want the, I'm like, okay, let's put it on. Maybe we put it here. Because we want to be able to extend the other direction. Let's make sure. There, it lights up. All right. God help us. Alright, we're not going to make the other end until we know what direction we are approaching. Okay, so here we go. Maybe I should cross the river here. Since we're pointed at it, yeah, let's go ahead and cross the stupid river right here. Alright, you stupid river. Get across the road first. Don't build a bridge. Is that it? That's a crossing? Yeah, okay. Alright. Oh god, this is going to be so expensive. Okay, from 17,000 to... yeah, so it's like 120,000, 130,000 to build that stupid bridge right there. Should we try to raise it at this point? Let's see, there's concrete. If we do a steel bridge... for some reason... oh, there. 100... well, it's not that much more expensive. Well, we're going to go cheap. Alright, let's see if we can... so the idea is we want to raise it until there's green underneath it, which I'm not seeing. You know what? Forget it, because we have those other bridges blocking the riverway here. If they're going to do it, we're going to do it. Alright, there. Alright, now we want to curve here, and I guess just run perpendicular to the road. I'll swing by Costa Mesa on the way, because why not? Oh, here's a problem. These farmlands up here, I think it charges us to pass through them. Let's hug the river a little bit more closely. Yeah, 2 fields will be removed. How much is that going to cost? Oh my god, $500,000 for those fields? They're not that nice. Maybe we should have gone the other way. This game so needs a stupid undo button. Let's see, can I worm my way through here without having to pay for another stupid field? Oh, look. It looks like it... stupid. It looks like it kind of snapped to the road. There. Well, we're not paying some farmer more... oh. Alright, so I'm a little worried about this here. Let's cross the road a little sooner. Shoot. I wonder if we can... so is this... are we going to be unable to turn sufficiently? Are we now trapped behind this stupid road? What if I just do this? Quit do... oh my god, you're... what is that doing? Oh, there. Okay, that works. Not very pretty, but it works. And then coming by Vallejo. What's your deal here? Seriously, what? I have no idea what the situation is there. Alright, swinging around Vallejo here. Let's... No, we're not going to put a train station in Vallejo just yet. Why is that $500,000? I wonder if it's because... Oh, look, it's because we're cutting into the side of a mountain. Just go up the stupid mountain. Look, it's still super expensive. Not... Oh, I hate Vallejo. Well, yeah, I don't think I saved myself any money doing that. So look, it had to dig a whole valley. That's not how railroads work. Alright, let's see. How close are we to our destination at this point? Where is our destination? Des Moines Good Factory. Right there. Oh, yeah, right. This stupid mountain. Alright, well, at least we're going in the right direction. It looks like a snake. It's like a fat snake that ate something. Rocket Monkey votes for Shadows of Mordor. Rocket Monkey. Shadows. Shadows of, over, from, Shadows of Mordor. Meta Baron, what are we talking? Meta Baron says that Gone Home and Dirt 3 Complete Edition are free. Where are they free? Oh shoot, we don't want to go through these stupid farms because they're going to charge us an arm and a leg. Do we want to come around? Oh, good lord. So we should have been going this... Alright, fine. I wonder if I should be paused. Let's see. No, yeah! Why do we have a negative balance? What's going on? Wait, do I not have any... Why don't I have vehicles here? What's going on? Did I assign things to the wrong... That's why, because I've... Oh, good lord. I should have been doing this while things were paused, I guess. But no, I was thinking I'll be making lots of money. Alright. It is 1962. Let's back up to 1960. Look, that's what it would look like if we had a successful passenger line going down the river. Alright, let's see. How far back did that set our rail program? Okay, let me get my bearings. I kind of wish there was a compass. So is this pre-rail? No, wait. There's Costa Mesa, there's Vallejo. Alright, so up north here. Okay, so we haven't even set up our railroad yet, which is good, because we learned a few things. One of the things we learned is that it looks like I didn't put any trucks here. Alright, so let's pause. The pause button is, interestingly enough, pause. Does not seem to be. Oh, there's pause. Okay. So what did I do with my stupid trucks? So pre-steel is going from... Well, now here's a weird thing. Why won't it jump to this location? Well, pre-steel, we actually know where that's going. That should be taking the ore and the coal, and I somehow moved... No, this is the ore and the coal. Alright, so I completely messed up the names, right? Des Moines, good lord, let's see. Here is... There's the sound. Alright, so here's Des Moines where we are doing... Alright, here we go. So the green thing should be taking this truck here needs to be changed to this line, which I've named them incorrectly. Is that right? No, that isn't right. This truck. What does that carry? Oh, good lord, I guess I have to look up a Studebaker U3 versus a Studebaker U10. Alright, which one of those carries the actual steel? Alright, we click on a depot to find out. The U3 carries steel. Alright. And the U3, oh, has this on the back of it, right? Yeah. So this guy we want to assign to the misnamed thing. There. I think we're all set, right? Pre-steel is post-steel, and post-steel is pre-steel. Alright, so post steel and pre-steel. There. Remember when I said I was really good at this game? You can tell now. Cause see how effectively I'm troubleshooting these issues? Alright, good lord. Okay, let's get back. So now that we are making... We have these set up. I don't know how I completely messed those lines up. They should be making some money for us. Let's go back to the train. So, remember, we're going to set up a train station for cargo right here. Yeah, we're going to set it up on that side. No, we're doing this. Alright, and we are going to make our bridge over here. And let's see, is there a better way? I wonder if we went around this. No, because we have to swing by Vallejo and Costa Mesa. Alright, might as well. Alright, so here we go. Alright, so I wonder if we should go around this way. But, you know, it's going to be expensive. It's going to make us cut into the side of the mountain, which I don't want to do. And I'm sure as heck not going to pay for a stupid tunnel. I wonder if we could navigate. There we go. Yeah, let's... yep, good. Fortunately, I don't think it costs anything to cut through trees. Suck at trees. We didn't kill that many of them anyway. Whoops. And there. Aren't you guys glad you're watching this instead of Dishonored? Oh, good lord. Ah! Auto load. Oh, come on. Let me cross the stupid road. See, if I do that, am I going to be... Oh man, this is so annoying. Alright, hopefully we can not... Oh, I can't even... Oh, too much slope. That sounds vaguely distasteful, the way they put that. But see, I think if I select... Yeah, okay. Ah! We're gonna barely miss... Okay, there. Alright, past Vallejo to this goods factory. Wait, that's not right, is it? No, it's totally not right. Yes, it is right. Wait, is it right? No, this one way over here. It's not even a goods factory right there. What is that stupid thing? That is a tool factory. Alright, Vallejo, coming by. Oh, let's see, I missed, did Matthew, someone named Matthew voted for something. What, look, negative balance. What the heck is going on? And it's late in the year, like this is an annual thing. What does that button do? Automatic vehicle replacement. Yeah, I don't think there's any better vehicles that have been invented. Oh, or does it mean replacement like when they get old, when the maintenance... Oh, yeah, here we go. Worn or replaced when the vehicle's age reaches the following lifespan percentage. Replace vehicles automatically. You can set... Okay. You know, I'm just going to say yes, replace the... Oh, I have to tell it what to replace it with. So, which one do I have chosen? Alright, so these are the what? Studebaker U3s. Really, I should be worrying about the railroad right now. Replace them automatically. Okay, right. Set vehicle, Studebaker U3. Yes. See how much less micromanagement I now have. Replace vehicle, these are the U6s. Set vehicle, Studebaker U6. Yes. Oh, now I'm making money. Let's see. Set vehicle to the U3s. Automatic replacement, yes. There. Let's see if that maybe helps us not have to pay for running old and busted down trucks. Alright. So we need to come around these fields here. So yeah, that's a mistake we made last time. Alright, let's bend over this way. You know what? I should probably turn on... Look at this. Look at that. Hotkey for contours. Pretty cool, huh? Oh, shoot. Okay, we gotta steer clear of the stupid fields because we don't want to pay any farmers. Yeah, look at this. I don't want to make a valley. Just put it on top of the terrain. Alright, so let's go ahead and put the railroad station here so we know what angle we are connecting to. Yep, freight station. Alright. Okay, so I think we have to extend the road out a little bit to make a place we can connect the freight, the freight station. All right, and now train freight station. Here we go. Ta-da! And now we have a golden spike coming up here. It's going to be so awesome. What if I just do that? No, it's trying to make a tunnel. Forget your stupid tunnel. Oh, look, we almost have done it. We've almost made a rail line. Look, it insists on plowing through the mountain. It's really unsightly. That is connected, right? It's not doing any weird separate track. All right. Wait, it is. It is doing it. Wait, is it? No. I don't know what to make of that. I think that's just an artifact. Okay, here we go. Yeah, good. Okay. Whew. Man. All right, where are we going to put the stupid depot to actually add the train? Here's as good a place as any. No, actually, that might dig into the mountain too much. This looks like a flat stretch here, right? Yeah. Oh, that's a road. That's not the railroad. Okay, here's the railroad. I almost... Yeah, nice flat stretch here. All right. Depot in the middle of nowhere where they build trains. Makes sense, right? And now line up the tracks. Yep. Oh, finally we're going to get a train. It's going to be so awesome. Let's see how our truck lines are doing. Huh. Well, all right. Some of them are making money. That's a net positive. All right, let's buy a train to carry... Oh my god, I've forgotten what we're carrying. Planks, right? Planks, right. All right. This thing again? Oh, good lord, look at what all we've invented. Nope. Locomotives. Oh, I see. Steam, electric, diesel. So, what's the difference? Carbon footprints? I mean, I guess electric is the best, but we need... We don't have we didn't electrify our tracks, so we couldn't build that. Would it even tell us? Like, what if I tried to do one of those? All right, never mind. Let's just go with a diesel. It's 1963. We should have some sort of a diesel thing going. All right, most known success, became one of the most successful diesel locomotives ever. I don't know. Are you good at cargo? Let's hope so. Now let's add a wood car. Do we need to? No, let's just go with one, and if it fills up, we'll add more. We can always do that. Buy. And now that we have bought it, let's create a line for it from here all the way to... Oh, good lord, where did it go? No. Following my... All the way to here. Is that right? No. Here. There. Okay. Alright. Station types don't match. What? Wait a minute. What have I done? That's a train station. Oh, yeah, I did. Okay, I said the wrong. Alright, hold on, you stupid line. Forget this line. Delete line. Trash line. Where do I trash it? Train, go back to the depot. And then line, delete. Okay, good. Oh, I think I selected... Alright, of course. So, new line... I'm obviously trying to connect the right here. Alright, good lord. Train station and train station. Ta-da! See how good I am at this game. Alright, train porn time. It's an empty train. And we're just going to watch the profits roll in now. Left empty, implying that I cheated by reloading. Well, it doesn't have an undo button, so What are you going to do? Corky says it looks like I've got a passenger station going. I don't think so, Corky. Yeah, that's freight. And, I mean, I appreciate you looking out for me, but let's just verify. Yeah, those are both freight. Alright, here we go. We're going to pick up some planks, right? 4 planks. Look at that. Let's admire the cargo on this train. Look at those planks. Those planks are going to be converted along with steel into, what are they, consumer goods? And then we have to get them to a city. Did we decide what city we are going to get them to? Oh, right. And then on the way back, it can drop off these goods at Vallejo. So, let's see. We are now going to, well, yeah, we're going to put, does it know to do that? It better, by golly. Yeah, it's got to know. Alright. So, let's now add a freight station. Oh, that's cars to Vallejo. Can we overlay? It'll... Oh, seriously? It won't let... I guess we have to make a siding? Like... Good lord. Alright. So let's see. The goods need to connect to... And I'm going to turn on this here. What... So the goods need to connect to commercial districts. So let me turn on the overlay so we see these blue things. These blue things need to light up when we place the train station. Like that. I'd like to be able to reach more of them, but that's going to have to do for now. Alright, then we'll make some sidings. Is it called sidings when you just do that? Is that a siding? Am I using the correct railroad term? I don't really know railroad. And then over here, one of the things this game definitely does not have is... Oh, look, we almost got hit by that train. Did you see how close that was? One of the things this game does not have is, as near as I could tell, ways to manage signals and different trains using the same route. Maybe you just have to do that by manually setting up the rails. Alright, so we need to look at now the train line and add the Vallejo station into it. Here's the line. Add now... The order of the stations matters, right? How do I move this drag select? No. Oh, actually, this is right, because it goes to Miami. I would like to be able to double-click to take me... Oh, well. So it goes to Miami to pick up the planks, right? Then it goes to Des Moines to drop them off at the goods factory. Then it goes to Vallejo to drop off the goods, and then up to Miami. All right, this should work. Look at these negative balances. I guess because it's March, right? Because it's early in the year. So these should all turn positive by the end of the year, because I think this is an annual thing. Alex Chapman votes for House of the Dying Sun. Have you seen it, Alex Chapman? The last mission is great. I did think about doing a video just to the last mission. House of Dying Sun. JC Lebedev wants to know if I've made a hyperloop. What's a hyperloop? Alright, May, and these are in the green. June, are they all? They're all counting up, right? And we might as well get a little window on our train. There we go. I believe, I could be wrong, but I believe the amount of money I receive when goods are dropped off is increased with distance. Because if not, that was a pretty foolish transport network I just set up. Corky says you're going to need a boxcar for the finished goods. Oh, I think you're right, Corky. Now, how do I change the car composition? What's the word for that, by the way? I seem to recall from Railroad Tycoon, there's a word Not the conscript. The manifest? I forget what you call it. All right. Do I have to return it to the depot? So yeah, why can't I tell it? All right, go to the depot, you stupid train. Where are you? There we go. Oh, JC Lebedev says Hyperloop is the Elon Musk transportation system. Wait, what? Oh, no, okay, that was a station. Alright, here's the depot. I just want to add a car. Oh, the plus sign, right? No? Alright, buy vehicles? Is that now, or is it just going to add on to a vehicle that's already there? Buy trains. What are these? Is this? That what? Oh, wait, what? Oh, this is to copy. All right, we don't want to do that. Did I just buy that seriously? Stupid game. I just want to add a car. Upgrade, maybe? No, that's for the depot. What if I just buy the boxcar? So let's see, goods. If I hit buy, it's going to attach there. It better. Here we go. Let's test this. Sweet. All right. So it has to run both cars at all times. All right. Whatever, game. Oh, okay. There's the vehicle. Let's assign it to that line. Train consist. Thank you, Martin Hill. Pat Bateman suggested rolling stock, but I think it is consist or consist. I don't know. Consist. Consist. I don't know how you say it. JC Lebedev votes for what? JC Lebedev sounds like he's wanting me to read some anime thing. JC Lebedev, Yomawari, Night Alone. What? Yomawari, Night Alone. That can't be a real thing. Left Empty says maybe it's automatic, the train consist thing. Isn't it the companies that are supposed to buy the cars they use for transport? By the way, everything, by August, everything has an awesome profit going. Yeah, which it better, because I'm below $5 million. It is carrying nothing right now. Good going, train. It doesn't have a caboose. I object strongly. Whoever heard of a cabooseless train? Oh, look at this. Let's make it pink. Yeah, what do you think of that? Oh my god, that is the ugliest train I've ever seen. Have you ever seen a train that looks like that? Oh, let's see, is it going to pick something up? No, it is not. That's where it should have dropped off goods. Ew, that's ugly too. Banana train? See, that's more of a banana train. I think there's actually a no color option, isn't there? Oh, I think pressing this. Yeah, no color. It's close to Mesa, I believe. Right? Yep. Left Empty says that JC Lebedev's game Yomawari Night Alone sounds like Japanese adult material. Alright, here we go. We are now going to pick up a ton of planks. I expect it to be completely full. 18 planks. Look. This is what it looks like when you catch transport fever. Look at all those planks. So beautiful. You guys want to see some steel? That doesn't look like steel. What is he carrying? Oh, planks. Who's carrying steel? Look at this. Look. Transport fever. Look at all the transport that's going on. It's crazy. I've got 7 transports. Is that actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Look at that. It's dizzying. Commerce. Like, now how come it's July and I'm in the hole like this? Remember last year in August, almost everything was green. Oh, Chris Markinson asks if I got Alex's vote. I did. I got him down for House of the Dying Sun. Thank you for checking on him. JC Lebedev says, in Yomawari, you play as a girl that lost her dog. Then she goes out at night to search for it. Oh, that kind of sounds cool. Eric Geithner says, there's not a lot of traffic in this game. Eric Geithner, let me close all those windows. Eric Geithner, that's because we are, the sort of the lifeblood of the economy is really sluggish. Because we are the only ones who get it going. If you want to see traffic, let's go into the heart of urban Des Moines. It's Des Moines, right? You don't say Des Moines, right? Des Moines, Iowa. Look at all that traffic. Look at this up here. Oh my gosh. Oh, the traffic issues this city is having. Now what I don't know, it's 1967. The game goes to the year 2000. Do the car models, they're going to update, right? At some point, do we at least get like muscle cars? Oh, a supermarket. Doesn't look like any supermarket I've ever gone shopping at. An industrial building. Supermarket is commercial building. Look, we unlocked a Boeing 737. You know what? I should spend my... well, I don't have... my bottom line is going down. Here are my finances. Look at that. Hey, what is that? That makes it look like I'm doing well. What are the axes here? Well, obviously time. Oh, what? This implies that everywhere population, shopping facilities, and jobs are going up. So maybe I lied. Maybe things do develop regardless of me. In which case, well, rock on, cities. Whoa, what is this? Something happened with electric. Did I just build electric rails for a diesel train? Did I pay way more than I needed to? No, where's my rail? I think I did. Let's see, how do we click on it to choose what it is? Left click, select. Select rail. I guess by looking on it, yeah, there's like, look. Those are electric cables. I didn't mean to do that. Standard tracks. High-speed tracks. The only way I would make it electrification, upgrade. I don't know how it is that I put electricity. I didn't want electricity. Matthew Mangy wants to know why we're transporting stuff. And then he is correctly answered by 2 different people that we're transporting stuff because capitalism. And the train goes fast. All right, let's... All right, we're going to watch. This is going to be awesome. Look, we're about to pick up... We better be about to pick up some... Nothing waiting? Come on. Production 0. Oh, wait, we don't have steel coming in yet. I'm such an idiot. I hope you guys... Why weren't you guys reminding me? Where's the steel at? Good lord. Wasn't it nearby? Isn't that why we did that? Yeah, oh, shoot. Yeah, trucks are supposed to be delivering steel. Oh, it looks like the trucks are running off with the goods. Wait a minute, where are they taking the goods? No. Look, here there are goods at the truck depot. I don't want the goods there. Put the goods here. How do I tell it? Look, and it added more goods to the truck depot. Don't put them there. Put them there where the stupid train is go. I gave you a road for that express purpose. Oh, wait a minute. Did I screw up the placement? Yeah, look, I'm an idiot. All right, so here it lights up. Here it's not in its radius. Okay. All right, we're going to have to tear up some track and do it right. B is the hotkey for bulldozer. All right. Freight station. I guess I just assumed that because I gave it a road connection. Oops, what happened? I accidentally hit a hotkey. That's what happened. Well, I guess, am I supposed to do it? All right, fine. We're just going to make it a dead end here. There, I hope you're happy. I'm doing that. Well, I got to make it connect. Oh, shoot. Because watch, I'm probably going to have to tear up a bunch of track to get the angle correct. Or maybe I should... I think this is my best option. Pat Bateman says, is this early release? I can't tell if he's being facetious. But no, it is not. This is very final. All right, we're just going to back up the track a little bit, and now we're going to connect. Boom. Perfect. Now I imagine we have to set the line up again. Line 1. Oh, yeah, okay. I guess it retained the name of the station. All right, so please stop putting goods there. Put the goods there. Although still, I'm wondering, how do I tell it? And what if I wanted some goods here for one city and other goods there for another city? How does it determine? Because I don't think it's anything I can control. Eric Geithner says, how do planes work in this game? Pony Carnival says, I'm guessing badly. Pony Carnival? No. Planes work great because you don't have to mess with any of that truck stuff. You don't have to mess with roads or the rails or the station. You just build 2 airports and the planes go there. It's amazing how little resistance there is when you transport stuff through air. Am I paused? Yes, I'm paused. That's why nothing was happening. All right, here we go. Let's look at our train and watch. Well, actually, I know what the train is and isn't going to do. So goods are building up here. Are the trucks taking the goods? They're not connected to a city. And the closest city is... Oh. All right, fine. You know what? Guess what, Des Moines? Guess what you get? A truck depot and goods. Freight truck station. And the goods need to be connected to commercial districts. Here, maybe. Let's see how many of them we get with that. Yeah, that works. All right, we're going to make a new line. Oh, L, new line. And we're going to select this truck depot and this truck depot. And now we are going to vehicles and... Well, I guess we have to buy the vehicles separately. All right, we go. Oh, because we have to go to our truck depot, which is way the heck over here. All right, fine. We'll make a new truck, and we'll buy. What are we selling? Goods, right? Nobody's invented any trucks recently. And then we're going to assign it to line 2. All right, there we go. You're welcome, Des Moines. And what? Oh, see? Look, some of them are at the train station. There's no reason we can't benefit 2 cities. There is one good waiting here. Look at this. We're about to... Okay, let's see if this works. It's carrying one good. Oh, Vallejo is going to be so excited. Look, people, look what I'm bringing you. Look what I have done for your city. Watch this. Here it comes. Oh, I can't wait. This number right here, 0 out of 58, guess what it's about to say? 1 out of 58. Watch this. Watch. Oh, it's going to be so awesome. Here we go. Here we go. Stand by. Yeah, see? I was worried for a minute it was going to miss. Here we go. Oh, I can't wait. Okay, where's my good? Give it to the city now. Go, city. Enjoy. Enjoy your good. Oh, no, 2. What? How did it get 2? They multiplied on the way. Look at this. I've 3%ed the good requests, like the demand for goods. Oh, what are these things? Look, a hovercraft and a Peterbilt truck. Man, that's sexy. Both of those are sexy. Hovercraft. Okay. That better be able to go on land or I'm going to be very angry. Let's check our profitability, shall we? Ooh. Well, you know that the steel delivery here is pretty much... Oh, no. Ouch. Oh, man. Look how much we're shelling out for that stupid train. That's why we're losing all this money. Oh, here's our logo. We can set... Look, we don't have a logo. We can set one of these 3 logos, and it will be on the side of our vehicles. How exciting. Can you actually upload a logo? I guess not. So we can either be the B&S Railway Company, New... What does that say? New Sangre Transport, or Rainera Route. Let's go with that one. It looks the most modern. Yeah, look at all these expenses. Loan interest? What? When did I take out a loan? Let's pay that back. I don't recall approving of that. Alright, let's see. Now what do we do? Well, not much. I mean, you've pretty much seen that's what this game is like. That's what you do. When you are playing the campaign, see this little thing up here with trophies? It's giving you like achievements, sort of guidelines you want to do for that particular mission. And what happens when you complete all the goals in a mission? I have no idea. By the way, look how the train turns around. Boop! Because really, what else are you going to do? Here's our thriving industry here. Manufacturing goods. Oh, look, you can see the goods. Look at that. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Oh, that's the wood arriving. It's creating goods in real time. I'm a little unclear on these numbers. Oh, I think it's like its capacity. Yeah, that makes sense. We just researched the West Rail West Fleet. Seems a little redundant to put West in there twice. Left Empty says, does the game model accidents? Well, as you saw when I was placing things like this train station, yes. Engineering accidents. No actual transportation accidents that I know of. There's no random events or anything like that. Corky says for Wednesday he's voting for Far Cry 2. Far Cry 2 has twice as many votes as any other game at this point. Oh, Matthew Mangy voted for Trials Fusion. A motorcycling game. Trials. Wait, Trials. Yeah, Trials. Trials Fusion, because you drive on a trail, but you're doing time trials. Alright, so there's Transport Fever, and I have to say, I think I'm cured. I might go back and try... Oh, look at all the cargo building up here. Yeah, look at all that. I might go back and try the historical scenario at some point, but otherwise, this makes me want... Like, fumbling around with this makes me want to play a good game. Transport Tycoon. Like, this is making me think, wow, I should go look for that open source Transport Tycoon game and see how that holds up. Probably a little bit more polished. Leadshock votes for Dirt Rally. Leadshock. Dirt Rally. Space Explorer votes for Tyranny, which I've made a little bit of progress on. Richard Holt says not into it, Tom. I think stupid delay. I don't know if he was talking about another game, but if you mean this right here, Richard Holt? Yeah, I don't know that I'm into this. Left Empty says, I guess this is what Transport Tycoon Deluxe would have looked like if it hadn't been released in the blessed period that it was. Hazy Silhouette says this would be a good sandbox. It'd be a good game for a sandbox model train fix. Yeah, because look here. Where is that depot? Like, if you care about all of these things, like the stats of a Peterbilt compared to Oh, let's get a fleet of these things going, these little Ford Model 77s. Yeah, look, they're good up until 1980. But yeah, this is some nice transport porn. They have it with airplanes. They have it with boats, too. I would love to... Let's see if I can... How much is an airport? I can't tell because it's not... it's only a few thousand. You'll note, if I try to... Stupid autosave. If I try to build the airport next to a mountain, it's showing me, no, the airplane has to take off that way. Yeah, there's no way I can build an airport, because look how expensive that is. Let me just see if I can get it in the green. Yeah, that's going to be around $1 million. But yeah, if you like train porn, if you care about the difference between for instance... this one versus this one. It's our electrics, our diesels. So there's some train porn. I just wish there was more actual train management, because this makes no sense, having the train going with a goods car and a lumber car. That's not how trains work. I've seen trains. I've played Railroad Tycoon. They swap these in and out. And maybe it's just there's some feature in here that I'm missing. Let's check the manual. Oh, did you see? Look, these little things work. Hey, one of you cars turn down here. Come down here. Hey, come down here. Turn. Is there any reason for them to drive over here? I guess there's not. Do cars drive between... Oh, look at the traffic here between the cities. Yeah, how about that? Yeah, eat your heart out, city skyline. Look at that. Cars everywhere. Corky says, and I bet Transport Tycoon Deluxe has a manual, too. Very nice, Corky. Hazy Silhouette thinks the 4884 is so hot. Hazy Silhouette, you misspelled that. That should be H-A-W-T. Thank you guys for watching Transport Fever, the sequel to Train Fever. Train Fever, little known fact, actually had buses and wagons and whatnot in it. Train Fever had a little bit of road fever going as well. I don't think it had boat or airplane fever. So this is Train Fever, but with boats and airplanes. Transport Fever. Urban Games is the developer. It's available on Steam, of course. You can consider this stream a cautionary tale of how not to develop your transportation infrastructure. Thank you guys for watching. Everyone have a great weekend. If you give this video a thumbs up... Oh, Chris Markinson votes for Vietnam 65. I'll be back on Monday, and of course you can change your vote or throw in new votes for Request Wednesday, next Monday. And Happy Veterans Day if you're watching this live, by the way. I forgot to say, it's a holiday for everyone. Thank you for watching. You can find me on Twitter. Oh, look, perfect time to end the stream now that I'm at a negative balance. All right, we've got a deficit running. It's not a good economy. You can find. Oh nope. Look, positive balance. Never mind. I take that back. What? That was an illusion. Everything's fine here. You can find me on Twitter at QT3. Stuff I write is at quarterto3.com. My Patreon campaign is at patreon.com/TomChick. Everyone who gives this video a thumbs up gets $1 from Pony Carnival. And if you subscribe to my channel, you get $5 from Pony Carnival. All you have to do is when you see him in the chat channel, just send him your banking routing number, and he'll get that money deposited for you. Everyone have a great weekend. Hope you enjoy the rest of your Friday. And if you get a transport fever infrastructure going, I hope you have better luck than I did.